Hey, it's Annie and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to talk about countertop. I'm going to give more details about this whole process on my blog, and I will leave the link below for you as well, okay? So, and let me tell you this too, that this is a sponsored post, but I contacted Wilson Art, but I pursued them. The reason I pursued them is because Wilson Art, in my opinion, is one of the best laminate countertops you can get. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and why I chose what I chose and what to think about for you. So I chose a laminate countertop because we're going to be moving and I didn't want to put that big of an investment into this house. So that's why we chose a laminate countertop. I do love laminate. I've always had laminate actually because I think it's really, really durable, and now you can get laminate that looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone, and I think that's awesome because not everybody can afford a stone countertop, and that's what's wonderful about Wilson Art's countertops. They have such an amazing selection. It was actually really, really, really hard for me to choose, but that's why I decided to do laminate. Okay, so now that we talked about that a little bit, really, I think that's the biggest reason. That's how people decide whether they want. That's how I decide whether what kind of counters I want. It really depends on your budget, okay? But it's good to know that you can have beautiful looking counters and they don't have to be natural stone. Actually, the fabricators that I'm working with said that most of their customers choose the Wilson Art laminate over the stone. So I thought that was really interesting. So most people actually have the laminate countertops that look like stone. So colors that I chose on this, I have colors all over in my kitchen with this color, but they could also be changed out and it would work as well. So let me explain. So right now my walls are a white that has a little bit of gray in it, okay? My cabinets are white. My appliances are like I guess I'd call it a bisque color, okay? So it's got a lot of yellow in it. And then I have a backsplash too that has a lot of different colors, has some grays in it, has some yellowish colors in it, different colors in it, okay? So I wanted a countertop that would go with all that. If somebody decided to change these appliances to stainless steel, this would still work with it because it's got a little bit of gray in it. So think about that when you're choosing your countertops. Think about that when you are deciding on what countertop to get, okay? I originally had dark cabinets that were maple with a dark cherry finish, so these countertops work really, really well. But now that I have the white, it just doesn't go. I mean, I haven't been happy with these counters for a long, long time. So think about that. Think about what you might want to change it to, your kitchen or whatever colors, and pick a you know, color that will work with you now and later on if you decide to change something, okay? Because you can't, countertops they're not something you'd like to do every whatever couple of years, you know what I mean? So make sure that you choose the right one. Stores too that sell their product, like I know Menard sells it, Home Depot sells it, so you can even go there, see what the counters look like in person, and you can also get samples there. So that's really good. So you can come home with it, you can put it by your cabinet, you can put it by your appliances, and that's exactly what I did. I was like holding it up to everything in different light to make sure that this was the one that I wanted. It's a big decision. You want to make sure. I think this is a bigger decision than a wall color, because a wall color you could just repaint it. Countertop, you can't put it, you know, have it done and installed and then think I don't like it, you know what I mean? So really, really take your time, make sure you get samples and look at it with everything that you have. But like I said, the one that I picked, I know that if there were stainless steel appliances in there, it would still totally work, okay? But I'm going to go into more detail about things on my blog. I'm going to talk more about the edging, how to pick out your edges, because that's something I'm doing different too this time. So we're going to talk about some of that on my blog, and like I said, I will put that link below for you as well. And then I will show you a reveal of what the kitchen looks like. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in here really quick and just let you see what it kind of looks like now, and then you'll see it afterwards. So that's it. I'll see you soon.
Come true.
Welcome to my new kitchen. Okay, so today I wanted to share my reveal of my kitchen, and for more details I will leave the link below to a blog post that's going to share some behind the scenes, and also if you missed my blog post yesterday, I'll share that as well. More details about my kitchen, and I'm also sharing some photos of what my kitchen looked like 5 years ago. Girl, my kitchen has come a long way in 5 years. It looked totally different, for real. So you've seen me, maybe you haven't. I'll leave this link too of my my backsplash when I added that. And I still have to add 2 knobs in my kitchen doors. I didn't do that, but I did add the doors, and I shared that with you, painting my kitchen. I mean, there's so many things I've done over the last several months. You can't see it on camera right now, my peel and stick wallpaper that I added as an accent wall. Just a lot of little changes that I've done, but this is my favorite change of all. So I wanted to replace my counters for several years, okay? The brown color that I had was not working, and I really didn't like it. And honestly, when I picked it up when we bought this house, I wasn't crazy about it. We were just under so much stress when we were purchasing our house that I just really wasn't thinking, you know, because I would have never gotten those dark cabinets anyways, okay? They sent me lots of swatches. You can't see it on camera, but here's some of the swatches that I chose. I had my heart set on like a faux marble. That's what I really had my heart set on. But once I get the swatch, it just did not work with my sink and my microwave, my stove, that bisque color. It just didn't work with that. It would have worked with my wall and my cabinets, but it didn't work with that color. So I really needed a color that was going to show off my kitchen. Okay. So the color name, I want to make sure I get the color name that I used. It's Perla Piazza, and it's the HD laminate. Now the wall color doesn't really matter because you can paint that. But if you have a backsplash, you want to make sure that it's not something that's going to be too dark. If you have like mine, I didn't want to do anything too dark or too busy, because I feel like my backsplash is already busy. This has a pattern on it, but it's so subtle, it doesn't clash or fight with my backsplash. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, okay? So after I picked out my tile, or not my tile, my color. Then I let them know, and a fabricator, actually a sales rep, came to my house, measured my counters, then he measured my sink as well, because I didn't want to change my sink. Now if I was going to change my sink, they would have had to cut it out on site, but since that's the sink I was keeping, they were able to measure that and do it all when they were building this, okay? At that point, he also asked me what edge I wanted, and I decided to get the beveled edge. So you kind of want to research that and think about that before they come to measure, just so they know what to order. But he did have, or what to build, but he did have samples of it so I could see what they look like, but I already knew ahead of time what I wanted. I love the beveled edge. I wanted something with a little bit more detail, but not too much detail. I don't want it too much. I love the beveled look, and I love how it goes all the way around my island, and even on my counters it doesn't stop. Like my old cabinets or countertops, I keep saying cabinets. My old countertops had, I think it was called crescent. So on the side it was just flat, but this is like the design is all the way around. Love it so much. And then the back is just straight here, and I like that. But you do have different options of how high you want your backsplash to go, and if you want it different styles, but it really depends on the edge that you get, okay? And I have I just recently added my backsplash, so here's another tip. If you haven't added your backsplash, or you're thinking of changing it, wait till after you get your counters, because there was another one, I think it's called the OG edge, and if I wanted that one, it would have gone up higher in the back, and then I would have had to redo my backsplash, and I wasn't going to do that because I really like my backsplash, and I just did it. So keep that in mind, okay? So then after that, after I ordered it, 2 weeks later, they came and they installed it. So I think it took about 2 hours to install. And here's another tip for you. because this was my first time. I've never had my counters replaced, okay? When you are getting your counters, like the day that, when you're setting up your plumber and for them to come and install them, make sure that you work it out so that your plumber comes here before they start to take the sink out. Ask him to stay, okay? Have the guys install that sink first area, and then the plumbers can go in and put the sink in, because here's why. That's how I coordinated it, because originally what was going to happen is they were going to come, take the sink out, leave. They were going to put it in, finish everything, the plumber's going to come back. But the plumber actually said, I'm going to stay because, you know, it won't take that long. They ended up having a little bit of issue fitting the sink in. So the guy installing it had to, you know, cut it down a little bit more a couple times so it would fit in right. So if the plumber would have left, they would have came back, they would have had issues. I would have had to call the guys that installed it again. Like it would have been, and maybe they wouldn't have been able to come back the same day. I would have had to go without a sink, you know what I'm saying? So when you're coordinating it, make sure that your plumber comes, stays, make sure that everything is right, finishes it up, and then leaves. That's just a little tip for you, okay? But yeah, these are HD laminate. So this is what it says about these countertops, okay? So the HD laminate is 5 times more durable and 3 times more wear resistant than the standard laminate countertops. So that really, really impressed me as well. And like I said, it not only looks like it feels like stone. Not cold like a stone would, but it has like this little texture. And if you look at it, like, if you see the way the light shines on it, you can see, like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like stone. So if you're thinking about updating your kitchen and you don't have the budget for a stone, look into Wilson Art countertops. Seriously, go get swatches and check it out for yourself. Sometimes they even have, I know at Home Depot and Menards, I'm sure they do at Lowe's too, have like little areas where they have like a fake kitchen set up. So you might be able to see what they might have a counter already out on the floor so you can actually see what it looks like. But if not, check out the swatches. I am so impressed. I'm so, oh my gosh. I'm so happy with my kitchen. I cannot tell you. It's like, it's just unbelievable. I love it. This is like my dream kitchen. I'm gonna be very sad leaving it when we do move, but someone's gonna have a really, really beautiful kitchen. I absolutely love it. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for letting me share my kitchen with you. It's changed quite a bit, so make sure that you check out my site, whitelacedcottage.com. I will leave the link below so you can check that out. And I will also leave a video of how I did my backsplash and how I did my island, because I had people asking me about that too, how I did the tin on there. It's faux tin. So I'll leave that too. I'll leave a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you check the notes. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up because it helps my channel a lot. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on the blog, White Lace Cottage, on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I'll leave all the links below. And that is it. I will see you soon. Bye.